and our second episode of the Kidnapper Reads and Responds. This is something that started at the beginning of July, beginning of the month here. I've received 2 emails from 2 different accounts, one on July 1st, the other one just like a week ago, I want to say, so a few weeks after the first one. I'm pretty confident it's the same person who has tried to make it look like it's a different person. But I'm going to go ahead and read to you what they wrote. Now, again, I've been doing this for 16 months, and for the most part, this has been a smooth ride. I have not had people try and spam my account, try and say negative things. Not only on my account, but in other comments. If I've left an account somewhere, people trying to attack. I have not had much of a bad experience with anything in the 16 months that I've been doing this. So most emails I get are people that are just genuine fans and whatnot. But here's an email I got on July 1st. This is from someone named Jack. Hi there. My sister, I won't mention who, is featured in a video on your Sticky Situations YouTube channel. I stumbled across it by accident, and as you can understand, I'm pretty disappointed and upset about it. My father and brother know about this video too and are more deeply saddened by it than myself. She and the other women are just doing what they love, and them and their works don't deserve to be seen in any other light. It's pretty demeaning for them and very hurtful for many different people. I'd hate for someone else to see their mother, daughter, sister, aunt, cousin, niece, or friend in the way that this channel shows them, and their work and how others speak about them. She and these women deserve only love, respect, and dignity, not to be seen as anything less than who she is and who they are, and their works don't deserve to be misconstrued for other purposes. I've made plenty of mistakes, so I'm not judging nor condemning you. I don't ask for a response. I just ask that you stop making these videos and that you remove the ones already published, because they not only affect the women involved, but families and friends too. My father, brother, and I know that you are better than this. God bless, Jack. Okay, here's my first response to Jack. Please do me a favor and mention who your sister is. I know all the names of the ladies that I have worked with, so you won't be telling me anything that I don't know. Let's see if you're full of shit or not. See, I don't hold back. This guy kind of upset me, and I'll explain why here in a moment. Reply back. She's not an actress you have worked with, but an actress from a mainstream work. Oh, so this guy is the brother of possibly a major celebrity. So that's interesting. My last reply, and he did not reply back to this. Oh, you mean somebody who knowingly signed up to act in the scene for a mainstream production and I featured on the Kidnapper's Corner? That's awesome. Tell her I'm hiring. I'd love to have an alumni from my show actually come on it. That would be great. No response. So let me respond to this in a better way. First of all, I have done a very, very good job of keeping this brand and this concept in an appropriate light, first of all. And when people try and take it out of that context and try and be perverts about it and write inappropriate shit on my comments and whatnot, those comments get deleted. And after a secondary offense and a warning, those accounts get gagged, which happens not very often. Like I said, I don't have much of a problem there, but there are a few people, I'll actually name them. Jesse Sosa, this little pervert who likes to run around and explain what he's doing with his hands. His account was promptly gagged months ago, and you'll never see him on my videos again. This little pervert ever messages you, just tell him to go fuck himself. That's number one. The Israeli pervert. The one with his face and the dog in the avatar photo. Like this. The one that's like that with his dog. You know what I'm talking about? With the symbols for the name. That little fuck. His account got gagged a long time ago because he wants to write Cool way of sex in all the comments. Cool way of sex. Because he obviously can't speak English. He's a little dickhead, so I blocked him. But other than that, most people are pretty cool. So, yeah, I've done my best to keep this a PG-13 concept. This brand, this genre has been around for a century. There have been damsels in distress in movies for 100 years plus. So for him to make it seem like somehow I have done something that is... people are ridiculous. This guy, and we're actually going to tie this into the next email I got a couple weeks later, because I believe that it's the same person. So, because it just seems too odd that another email in the same theme, if you will, would... oops. Sorry about that. Another theme, similar theme email would come from a different person a couple weeks later. I'm pretty sure it's the same person. And you have to ask, I've had some people say before that a lot of people are jealous of me, that I'm the one that's doing this, that there's other people who wish they would have done this, whatever. I don't think that's the case with these people. I don't think this is someone who's jealous of what I'm doing. So let me get to the second email. Okay, here we go. My bad. Sorry about that. I'll probably edit that. Okay, this is 6 days ago. It's from someone named Coop. Coop N name. This isn't a fake account, just like the Jack one. I'm pretty sure it's the same person. Underlined. So it looks, yeah. I have known about your Sticky Situations channel for a while now and used to watch bondage scenes all the time, but have stopped recently after having second thoughts. I know a few other people online who have stopped too. For fetish purposes, I used to watch scenes where actresses got bound and gagged, but I realized that I was degrading these women by doing this. Even though they agreed to be in and make these scenes, they didn't do it for pornographic or fetishistic reasons that many viewers watch and upload them for. They didn't sign up for these scenes to have their work misconstrued and sexualized by audiences, and it's unfair and wrong for viewers to do that. These actresses are all daughters, and a lot of them are mothers, wives, sisters, friends, etc., and they made these scenes because they love acting and want to tell a story, not to be objects that are used for people's own purposes. I realize we can still watch movies and TV shows with these scenes in them as long as we're watching it for the right reasons and not to objectify nor abuse females. Parentheses, and the same goes for men, because at the end of the day, they're real human beings and not just 2D images on the screen. I just felt that I had to tell you my story and how I see things now. Thanks. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the same person. And I took that into account when I went to reply. So let me give you my reply to them, and they didn't respond back to this. I have to believe this is the same person. Here's my reply. Here is the official description of my brand in capital letters, semicolon, parentheses, Sticky Situations is a tribute to the damsel in distress in cinema and television. We are an entertainment brand that produces and distributes our original crime fiction live action productions and short stories. In addition to that, we also run the Kidnapper's Corner, which highlights and reviews the best scenes ever made for mainstream audiences. Make sure you stick around for more fun. Star, Sticky Situations is a fictional show and is for entertainment purposes only. We do not promote violence against anyone. We are professionals and do not encourage children to attempt the activities in our videos. We respect YouTube's community guidelines, have studied them, and have made sure we abide by them to make our content suitable for everyone. Thanks for watching. Underline. And now my response to him. I am running an entertainment brand here, parentheses PG-13 rated, just like every other producer in the world who has made scenes like this. If you feel guilty about watching them, then you may want to seek professional counseling. However, your personal problems are not my problems. By your logic, women and men should stop going to the beach in swimsuits as well because other people on the beach may be fantasizing about them. At the end of the day, we are all humans who have our own fantasies and desires and possess the freedom of thought to envision them however we choose. You do not get to dictate that for others, only for yourself. I am going to continue to do what I do and make high quality, age appropriate content. Best of luck, the Kidnapper. So, this is how I chose to respond to this guy, and obviously he didn't write back. As I said to him, if you feel guilty about what you're doing, you need to seek professional counseling. If you feel that somehow, I'm not a priest, I'm not a reverend, I'm not a counselor, I'm not going to listen to your problems. If you feel guilty about what you're doing, then you need to seek help. Plain and simple. And everything I said to this guy applies. He does not get to dictate what others do. And, I mean, the guy, for these people to try and say that I am somehow demeaning these women, when obviously it should be pretty obvious that I have quite a respect for women, and that the things that I do and say are compliments and are much cleaner than a whole lot of other types of videos and things that are online and what other people are writing in comments. So, again, this guy obviously has personal problems, needs some help, and feels guilty about what his desires are. He's very similar to a closeted homosexual. He's probably in a religious environment and feels guilty about it, the same way a lot of homosexuals feel guilty about it. So, yeah, this guy needs to seek help, and I'm not the one to give it to him. So, I thought I needed to read this. You guys get to see what some people, and again, this is the only time this has ever happened. And now it's happened. It's a similar message coming within the period of 2 weeks from two very fake-looking accounts. I have to believe it's the same person, and I don't believe this is somebody who's trying to sabotage me. I really don't. I think it's someone that has a lot of guilt. So I feel bad for them, but it's not going to stop us. So subscribe, like, and comment. Thanks, guys.